being published shortly is it's about Ellen Hutchins and seaweed. Ellen Hutchins lived 200 years ago. I won't go into anything about it, but she lived 200 years ago. And then obviously the seaweed is everywhere, and I wanted to celebrate the beauty of seaweed. Wasn't interested in the fact that you can eat it or anything like that. I just wanted to celebrate its beauty and what it can tell us and teach us. But there's a lot of hopping back and forward. Well, basically there's a lot of then is now, history and the present. What does that mean? They're all now in certain ways. So this poem I picked because of that. It's also a sea poem, but it was published in the New England Review. I was really pleased to get it published in that. Something called The Door Left Wide, Irish Poets in Tribute to Evan Boland. And one of the things said in the editorial about the poem is just this one little bit I just want to say about history. The one says, "Here I thought of parts of speech matter-of-factly holding up an unalterable past while proving it inextricable from the present." And that actually has been going on in my head since I was about 5 and still does. I'm in an old place, I'm thinking about, I feel like somebody's walking next to me, from 1,000 years ago. It could be in Ireland, couldn't it? 2,000 years ago, who knows? So this poem is called, I can't remember what it's called.
Current?
Thank you very much. Current. Yeah. So it begins with the words of my children's grandfather, who has been dead many years now, but was a farmer down that end of the peninsula. And it's called Current. The old man's joke, "You'll be cliffed," is a threat never to be carried out, but brings with it a story 500 years old. English soldiers on Dursey, living couples tied together, thrown into the sound of Foilnamuck. The sea can't break this down. It passes into the guts of gulls and gannets, becomes airborne in their cries, flies into the mouths of those who survive, handed down as language. Summer morning early, I step out of my sundress, stand alone and flickering before armfuls of blue water, skin already alive with wind, the need for cold salt waves. At the corner of my eye, something slinks and slops, glooping like an empty bin bag, the entire carcass of a calf, eyeless head still attached, muzzle pushing at the rock's flank.